Katawa Shoujo time! Very excited. Very excited. Beginning of the end. Oh, are we saying goodbye? Jammy. Right then. Oh, my microphone. Whoopsies. Gotta move it closer. It's very straining on the old vocal region to do these voices. Right then. Are you taking the bus, Lily? Lily motions to her large suitcase standing beside her. I'll have to take this with me, so I've booked a taxi. It'll meet us at the school gates in about 5 minutes. Ah, I see. Lily reaches down and feels out the handle of her suitcase. Its weight causes her some difficulty, so I quickly offer to take it myself. What a gentleman, what a gentleman. That is awfully kind of you, Hiseo. She has no qualms about accepting, and I end up picking it up. It's not what I'd call light, but it's not exactly heavy either. What a strong, capable young man we've turned out to be. I don't think I'll have too much trouble carrying it. Not like the pots of paints. We had a lot of trouble with those. Well, thank you then. We should hurry though. If the taxi leaves, then it will take quite a while to book a new one. Are you ready, Hanako? Yeah, let's go. The gate! We rush to the gate as fast as we can, only to find that the taxi has yet to arrive. Good. Well, nothing like a bit of exercise in the morning. How would you know? You've been on one run, Hiseo. One run. Very disappointed. I bet you if we get with Emmy, we'll go on more runs. So maybe we'll do Emmy next. The nurse told me that I should be doing that. I think you probably had other things in mind, Hiseo, and probably with more regularity. Do you intend to be helping people with their luggage every day? A career as a bellhop never really crossed my mind, but maybe. I guess not. Looks like we'll have a bit to wait anyway. How long should we wait before calling again? I would say another 10 minutes, but they've never let me down before. There's probably just a little traffic. Okay then. So, how long is the flight to Scotland? Oh yeah, probably ages. About 16 hours, if I remember correctly. It's a bit hard to tell with the changing time zones. Very true. So long. It's now that I realize Hanako's been unusually quiet, even for her. She doesn't handle stress well, so she's looking pretty uptight. Yeah, I can't imagine being on a plane for that long. It's not too bad. I'll spend most of it either asleep or catching up on my English. I hardly use it here, so I need to re-familiarize myself with it a little. Isn't she English? She's Scottish. Will your accent be a problem? I wouldn't worry about that too much. It may be an issue initially, but I should be fine once I get used to it. We all move to sit down on the small bench beside the school gate in silence. Strangely enough, even though I know that Lily is going away, I can't think of anything to say to her. Lily is a reliable person, so it might be because she isn't the one that I'm thinking of most. Aw, who are you thinking of most then, Hiseo? Lily might not be able to see it, but Hanako's chewing her fingernails nervously. I move to talk to her, but I can hear an engine straining up the hill before I get the chance. Ah, I think the taxi's on its way. Well spotted, Hiseo. I only just heard it as well. A small wave of pride washes over me. To have noticed something at the same time as Lily must mean that I've become more aware of my surroundings. Anyway, we won't have to call the taxi company, nor worry about missing Lily's plane. Oh, are we all going to the, airport with her? Once the taxi stops, where we're standing, the driver rolls down a window and leans over. After confirming that, yes, Lily is the same Lily Sato that booked the trip, we sort out her luggage. The driver opens the trunk of the taxi and takes Lily's suitcase, with Lily climbing into the back seat as he loads it into the trunk and slams it shut. After getting back into his seat and shutting the doors, he waits for us to say our farewells. Oh, we didn't give her a hug. Aw. Have a safe trip, Lily. Take care of yourself. Hanako looks understandably downcast, and that much is obvious even in her voice. Of course I will. I'll be back before long, don't worry. There will be still another person here for you too, won't there, Hiseo? Yeah, of course. I turn and smile to Hanako, putting my hand on her shoulder. She only manages to keep eye contact with me for a couple of seconds, her cheeks red all the while, before turning back to Lily. See you, Lily. Goodbye. Oh no, I don't want to say goodbye to our Lily. Aww. Lily gives her farewells to the both of us with a fair measure of reluctance. Oh, she doesn't want to leave either. This is sad. This is actually really sad. Without further ado, the driver starts the engine once more and they begin the journey down the hill towards the airport. The two of us stand at the gates for a long time, even after they've disappeared from sight, not really knowing what to do. Yeah, she's kind of the glue in this group. Well, not so much lately, but she was at the start. So, what do you want to do? I don't know. Do you want to go to the city? How about we call it a... Oh, hell yes, we're going to the city. 100 percentiles. If we call it a day, we maybe get laid. But all in good time. We're going to the city, girl. No point moping around here. The bus stop, standing by the school gates like a moot centennial, puts a strange idea in my mind. Hey, do you want to head into town and look for a bookshop or something? We have the rest of the day free. It's a long shot, as Hanako doesn't really like going into the city. I count the fact that we managed to get her out there, even when it was so dark, as a small miracle. But I genuinely want to spend more time with her. Anyway, she's likely to just refuse and go back to... Okay. Really? Really? Yeah, let's go. I can't work out why Hanako has decided to agree with me, but I'm not about to ask her to change her mind. Nope, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, just get on that bus. Stepping off the bus, I immediately notice that a lot of people are around us. In hindsight, it should have been more obvious. Of course lots of people will be in downtown on a Saturday afternoon. Hanako retreats close to my side, and I can feel her hand clutching my arm tightly. Her body is held against mine, and her head is bowed so low that her hat hides most of her scarring. Poor girl. So, where shall we go? A bookshop, yeah? For a second I think Hanako didn't hear me, but then I look to my side and notice her nodding almost imperceptibly. Okay. Do you know of one? Actually, I do. We passed a few when Lilly and I were looking for your presents. Hanako's expression clouds a fraction. I've got to remember to stop bringing up her birthday. Yeah, something went down on her birthday. You both spent a lot of time. Or maybe I misjudged the situation. Yeah, well, we wanted to make sure we got the right present after all. Hanako smiles and blushes a bit. It's a small treasure when she does. Yeah, she's so super cute. Anyway, there should be a bookshop just up ahead. Do you want to check it out? Sure. As we walk, the sound of the traffic makes me think of a possible distraction for her. Hey, I was wondering, Hanako, have you thought yet about what you're going to learn to drive? Driving? Yeah, you're kind of lucky in a way. There aren't a whole lot of students in Yamaku that are allowed to drive. True, actually. It's not the best topic of conversation, but I want to try and distract Hanako from the situation. She's really highly strung right now. She seems to be doing actually alright. Then again, all I've really done is make her feel awkward, since she's probably never thought about that. I wish I hadn't said anything. Oh, she didn't even answer us. We got blanked. Before long, we arrive at one of the bookshops Lilly and I passed during our search. What kind of self-respecting bookshop closes on Saturdays? It's closed? Well, bookshops don't make that much money anymore because of the internet. Maybe they just had to close over weekends. She seems pretty knowledgeable about technology. Really? That's what's considered knowledgeable? Okay. I guess that makes sense. It's easier to find books online. Anyway, looks like this idea is shot. Anything else you'd like to do? If it's not a bother, could you show me where you bought my present? Yeah, sure, not a problem. It's not that far from here. Yes, let's go back to see old bookshop man. I head off in the direction of the store, only half sure of its exact location. Yeah, it's quite hard to find. I don't want a repeat of the last time, spending half the day walking around aimlessly. Just look for the milk machine. Oh, here we are. Othello's Antiques. It's small. Well, yeah, it took Lilly and me some time to find it. Can we go in? I don't see why not. It's open. We could find some books in here, maybe. Hanako pushes through the door and enters before me. Once again, the store is empty, save for the store owner. His face drops a little when he sees me. Why? We were good customers. Oh, you're not here for a return, are you? I see. No, we loved them, thank you. Wait, that's not the girl you had with you last time. No, we're not here to return anything. We were just in town and wanted to have another look in here. The owner considers this for a long time. I guess he's not used to high school students coming into his shop on a regular basis. Might this be the friend you bought gifts for? That's right, they were a present for her. Hello. The store owner turns to Hanako, who freezes on the spot like a deer caught in the headlights. He moves to address her, but stops before doing so, looking a little taken aback. He catches himself staring and looks to the side, addressing us indirectly. I want to be mad at him, but I know full well that I had the same instinctive reaction when I first saw her. First surprise, then curiosity, then an awkward look away as I dealt with what I'd seen. Hanako looks less panicked than before, but I think the feeling she's giving off now is worse. It's not anger, nor annoyance, if anything. It's one of apology. You're lucky there, young lady, to have friends that care about you as much as they do. Oh, that was a good save. That was smooth. Thank you. If I hadn't spent so much time with Hanako, I wouldn't even have realized that she said anything. Then again, the store owner's mumble was hardly clear either, thanks in part to being directed away from us. Hanako strikes out into the store, gazing in wonder at the various items on display. So she likes antiques. That would make sense because Hiseo thinks that perhaps she picked out Lily's furniture, which were all antiques. It's weird that she wouldn't do the same for her own room though, which seemed a little sterile. She finds the doll section and spends lingering minutes studying each and every one. It's a side of Hanako I've only barely been introduced to. I was astonished when Lilly said she liked dolls, and even more so to find her collection sitting on her dresser. She looks a little better now that she's distracted and out of the owner's sight, but I'm still quite put off by the whole experience. I might have my own problems, but I've never had strangers react to me like that, as if I was something completely alien to them. This is a really nice shop. Yeah, it's not what I expected. Do you want to buy something? I didn't bring any money. Well, we can always come again. Now that I know where to find it, that is. Yeah, we won't forget now. I think it's locked in. We can? Of course. We can come here as often as you'd like. Thank you. You don't need to thank me. I almost forgot where this place was. I don't really think either of us completely believe in what we're saying, but rather, we're just repeating what we think we should say. Why? Go on. You can come back again. Of course you can. Can we go back to school now? Sure thing. Let's go. As we leave for the bus stop, I see the owner peek through the curtain at the back of the shop. I'm not really sure what that glance he gives to her says. It feels a bit weird, and the fact that Hanako didn't see it is both a relief and a bit frustrating. Hanako and I stop walking once we reach the concrete area between the dormitory buildings. There was barely a word said between us on the way back from the city. Well then, goodbye. Do you want to have some tea or something? How about a game? Hanako shakes her head embarrassedly. I'm tired. Maybe later? I've got homework and... She sounds a little depressed. Hanako obviously does want to do more. She said no. The lady said no, Hiseo. But I suppose she would have a bit of schoolwork to catch up on. She's missed a few days of lessons. Ah, homework, yeah. Thanks for reminding me. I've got a stack to do as well. Well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. See you, Hiseo. I look at the door she disappears through for a bit, before going off towards my own dorms. Today was a tiring day. Kinji time, or that's it? I feel like that might be it. But it's white. Ooh! Ah, we've got a new chapter. What's all this? What's all this? Scars. Okay, that's Hanako's hand, and that's our naked torso. Wait. That will be for the next part. No spoilers. If you enjoyed this episode, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. That was pretty awkward, but I shall see you in the next episode. Jana!